No, welcome to episode number 8 of the Stay Attached podcast. We are here with a very special guest, the one and only Preston and/or Priestahh, my teammate right now, and one of the most talented players in Call of Duty history. He's been on teams such as FaZe Clan, 100T, and so some of the biggest brands, and he's been a part of some of the biggest series and craziest comebacks in Call of Duty history. Preston, welcome to the show.
Thanks, brother Dill. I'm excited to be here, man. Episode 8.
You
Let's
like
go.
that? You
Love
like that?
that.
I'm a little show host from time to time. I'm getting in my
Yeah,
show
man.
host bag.
Yeah, man. You're good at what you do, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule. I know you just got done training for the marathon you were running. I think you ran, like, what'd you say, like 13 miles this morning just as a quick warm up. So I appreciate you
Yeah. It
stopping
wasn't
by.
it wasn't anything like too hard, but yeah, like 13
And then you're gonna
an
go on your
hour.
private jet to the Super Bowl in like an hour, like right after the show ends, correct?
Yeah. We kinda have to hurry it up a little bit
Okay,
because
okay, my bad, my bad. All right,
yeah.
so
No,
we're
you're good. You're good.
actually
You're good.
we're gonna start off. I've never done this on the show, but we're gonna start off with 5 questions. You just choose one or the other. 2 options. It's it. Very simple. The first one is gonna be Chiefs or Bucks for the Super Bowl. Who's winning?
Bro, I haven't watched any football, but I'll go with the Chiefs.
Chiefs. That's a good pick. Like, that's what I say. I'm like, I think the Chiefs are gonna win, but I want Tom Brady and the Bucks to win. So that's kind of like how I'm feeling about that.
Yeah.
Um, Next, Mexican food or Italian food?
Mexican food by far. I
Yeah,
love Mexican food.
Mexican food is the best. Mexican food and
Italian
Italian
is
food.
good, but like if I have to pick, I'm going Mexican all
Yeah, I
day.
feel
Like
like
spicy food, just like oh, it's so good.
those are my top 2 right there for sure. MW2 or BO2?
Oh, people are gonna hate on me for this. I'm gonna say MW2 just because I didn't play BO2 that much, so
Okay.
like I can't really go with BO2.
Yeah.
But like everyone talks highly about it, obviously. But for me, MW2 is a lot of fun just because like
Yeah.
all I did in that game was like snipers and
Trick
just
shotting?
dumb thing. Yeah, no, it was like well trick shots, but not really. It was like
Oh, wait,
mainly
they
like
had like
a
competitive
competitive.
sniping
Yeah,
on
it was
like
mainly like a
headquarters?
competitive. No, it wasn't. It was just like I was in like a clan and we would just like 1v1
Uh,
all day. Like we had like this ranking system where like you would join, right? And you have like a number in your clan tag at what rank you are in the clan. And then say I was like rank 27, you have to 1v1 the rank 26 person. And then if you beat them, then you take their spot and you flip. Does that make sense? And
yeah,
then you like
yeah,
climb
and
the
then
ladder.
yeah. So you just would change it every time. How many times did you change your clan tag? Like, what's the highest you got to?
I got to dude, I got to number 1 the first day and these people were fucking mind blown, dude. It was hilarious.
You're
'Cause
just
I was, like, such a young kid, but I was, like,
yeah,
nasty at it, and I just,
yeah.
like, climbed the rank, and they were, like, freaking out. They're like, "Dude, who is this kid?" Like, it was awesome, like, I'll never forget it.
You're just shitting on the old guys that are in their college dorm room playing some
Yep,
COD.
max sensitivity, just going crazy.
Okay, cold or warm weather?
Cold or warm weather?
Yeah,
Um, I used to say cold, but I probably say warm now. I don't like really being cold, unless it's, like, when I'm sleeping. I'm down to
yeah.
be cold when I sleep.
Gotta have the temperature 68 degrees to get the optimal sleep, you know? Got to.
Facts.
And last but not least, SND or hardpoint?
Hardpoint,
Hardpoint.
unless it's Black Ops 3.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, this is going. I feel like SND and hardpoint are both like, I don't know, they're staples in COD. They're both really fun. I don't really know which one I enjoy more. I think it's game to game. Like, some games are better for SND, some games are better for hardpoint, I feel like.
Yeah, 100%. It's game to game for sure. I just
Har-
feel like S&D hasn't been as good
yeah.
as it could be in like the past like 4 years, 5 years,
Yeah,
whatever.
MWSND was pretty bad, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, but now let's learn more about you. What was like some of your hobbies or stuff growing up? What'd you do before you really got into gaming? Any sports or anything like that?
Um, I mean, I did like baseball and football all the way up until like high school, then I kind of fell away from it. I was skateboarding my entire life. And then I actually injured myself. That's why I started gaming more. But yeah, it was baseball, football, and skateboarding were the 3 things that I really did.
How'd you get into like skateboarding? Is it just something you saw on TV and you like wanted to do, or did some of your all your friends do it, or?
Nah, I grew up with it. So like there was always a skateboard in my house. Like my brother used to skateboard.
Mm.
My older brother used to skateboard, and then like I don't know, like all I know is that I was literally on a skateboard in a diaper. Like I literally, like I was thrown onto a skateboard at a very young
Yeah,
age. So
they're
like
just
it was
holding
just
your
like
hands. You're on the skateboard, and there's
yeah, exactly. So like I just like grew up with it. It was always around.
yeah. And then how many years did you skateboard for?
I skateboarded up until dang, what was it? I think I think junior year of high school.
Mhm.
So up until like 16 or 17.
Yeah. And then I gotta ask, who are some of your favorite skateboarders to watch?
Um, I'd probably say like Shane O'Neill, Najee Houston, Paul Rodriguez. Those are like my top three guys.
Yeah.
Like maybe Luan Rodriguez.
Yeah. I remember I don't know anything about skateboarding, but I remember I went to the what's it called? Is it Super or the Street League Super Crown thing when Shane O'Neill won?
Yeah,
That was lit. That was crazy when Shane won. And I didn't know anything about skateboarding at the time. I could barely stay on the skateboard, so
yeah.
to
I'm jealous.
see
I'm jealous. You gotta get to go to that.
like all them in real life, like doing all those tricks and making it look so easy, it's just like mind
Mhm.
blowing. I'm just like, like, yo, these people got to be hacking or something. I don't even know. It doesn't even look real. But I know you
They gotta
mentioned,
be hacking.
I know you mentioned earlier that like you got injured, and is that how you like got into gaming after you got injured skateboarding, or were you gaming a little bit like
I
before
mean, I
then?
was I was gaming while I was skateboarding, so like those are like the two things I like really wanted to do. But skateboarding was actually like my priority at the time.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to actually do that more than gaming. And I like started taking it more serious, started doing it every day, started like recording and stuff, trying to make videos to get
Mm,
sponsored, and then I fractured myself, and then that's when I was like thinking about it. I was like, well, the only thing I really do now still is skateboarding, or not skateboarding,
yeah.
is gaming. So I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna start gaming. I started streaming more. I started playing S&D tournaments, and then I kind of just started like making money from that.
Yeah. And how did you go from just playing S&D tournaments, streaming and stuff, to actually getting to competitive team scrimming, going to an event, and all that?
Yeah, so it was in Black Ops 3. I turned 18 like halfway through the year. But, like, it was, like, a month before I turned 18, I told, like, everyone that I played S&D with, I was like, "Yo, I'm not gonna be playing." Like, it was, like, at the time, it was, like, Mike, Turn Up, and Simp,
Oh,
and
okay.
I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
like I literally told him, I was like, "Yo, like, I'm going to Variant, like, I'm sorry, bros, like, I gotta do it."
Yeah.
And then I started just, like, trying to get in 8s, like, C2C 8s or whatever 8s I can get in, and just getting my name out there that, "Yo, I'm about to turn 18, and I'm gonna start competing." And then eventually, I landed myself on a team with, Fastball, Too Quick, and Nelson. And at the time, it was good for me just
Yeah.
because they kinda all had their name out there already for Variant,
Yeah.
like, Too Quick was, like, a pro, Nelson was, like, a sub in the league, and at the time, I didn't really know much about fastball, but I was like, "Yo, this is, like, a good starting team for me," and then I just got on that team and started just going to events and just started meeting new people and climbing the ranks of teams.
And what was your first event you went to?
It was actually in AW, it was, Ontario, I think?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ontario. I remember that one. I actually didn't play at that one because I had like my prom the night before, and
No
then
way.
yeah, so I didn't play at that event unfortunately. But I went there. I still went there and like chill with everyone and watched it. But when you went to Ontario, like after that event or during that event, were you like, all right, like I have what it takes to go pro? Or when did you have that moment when you like kind of knew that you had what it took to become a professional player and you're like, I'm going pro?
Um I mean, like, so I started going to, like, local tournaments and ghosts
Oh,
before I
okay.
even knew about majors, and I won, like, a few. I won, like, 3 like, local tournaments, and I was like, "Alright, well, I'm just, like, way better than, like, everyone here pretty much." Like, I, like, had a lot of confidence in myself, and then I found out about majors, and I was like, "Alright, well, let me go travel and, like, play at these LAN tournaments with all the pros and stuff."
Yeah.
And then we ended up getting top 20 in my first event, and I was like and I was doing really good too, and that's I mean, I didn't know I could go pro, but I knew I was good at what I was
Yeah.
doing. So I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this." And then I consistently just placed like top 20, top 16, top 20, top 24, like up there. And I mean, I kept getting the pool play, but like
Yeah.
I didn't know how long it was gonna take me, but I knew I had what it took at
Yeah.
that point when I did it consistently a few times.
And then what was the next team you got on fall after being on Panda with the McPiecers?
After Panda was TGC, I believe.
Okay, and that's going into
Um,
like Infinite Warfare,
yeah,
or
it was well, Infinite Warfare. I'm trying to think. So Infinite Warfare, I was on Panda at the beginning, and then I went to TGC after the first event
mm,
because we kept placing like like around the same thing, like top
yeah.
24 and stuff. And I was like, well, we're not making any progress, so let me try to make another team. And then I joined TGC. It was me, Mox, Drama, and Exotic.
Okay, and that's the beginning of IW, or like
Mhm.
the middle part.
It was like I think it was more towards the beginning, yeah.
Okay, and when did you get your first like top 8 placing or get into the pro league?
Um, I think my first top 8 placing was actually when I got picked up by Actually, I can't remember if we placed top 8 with TGC or not. I think we got to top 12, and then
Hmm.
I got picked up by Cloud9, which was me, Assault, Aches, and Exotic,
Yeah.
and we had to go through the qualifier because they were just in the league and had to requalify. So we went through the qualifier, and then we got top 6 at that same event. So that was the
Okay.
first time I placed in the top 8.
Yeah, and then I do remember, I still remember it. After one of your matches in the Pro League in Infinite Warfare when you fell off the stage.
Oh my god, dude, yeah. Bro, someone on the other team set me up though, dude. That was so bad. Like the stage, okay, so like the stage was
Set
I
the
didn't have
story
that
for
much.
him. Set the
Okay,
story for
all
them.
right. So I'm like, yo, these guys just got smoked. I'm about to go sick GGs to them, right? Like I'm walking over. Someone moves their chair back. Hold on, let me scoot back so I can show you. You know how people like would have their backpacks next to them?
Yeah.
I don't know how much you can see right now. So he scoots his chair back and has his backpack in front of him like this, like leaning over, like doing all that stuff. And I had like this much space to move on the stage, bro. And I had no idea. And I like just took a step and my like leg slipped off. But thankfully, my foot landed straight on the ground and not like twisting my ankle. I just messed up
Yeah.
my whole rug. Hold on.
Oh no, not the rug. Not the rug. We're about to have another incident again. There we go. We got the Herman Miller in there. It smells like Rich. Smells like Rich and P Dog setup.
Yeah, I had to flex on him real quick.
Nah, but I just remember watching the stream. I was like, oh my god, did that guy just fall off the stage?
Bro, it could have been so much worse because
Yeah.
I already had my surgery on my ankle.
Oh,
If
and was
like,
it that
'cause-
leg that
yeah,
like?
it was that
Oh
leg that
shit,
fell off
that's
too.
actually really
So
scary.
yeah, so I actually could have messed myself up
Yeah,
bad, but luckily, like my foot just landed flat on the ground.
yeah. Luckily, it wasn't like too big of a drop, but it probably just caught you so off guard. Just like, cause it was just, I know exactly what you're talking about. That stage in Ohio at the MLG Arena, like you couldn't see anything because there was like a black curtain there. The
Well, yeah, because
stage
there's
was
a banner
black,
right
and
behind
so
it,
you
and then
can like
yeah,
see what's on the other side. So I've probably definitely come close to falling off that as well. But that was actually crazy.
nah, bro, yeah, no. If my foot didn't land straight on the ground, I literally probably would have just took the whole banner down in the back.
Yeah, it would have been that wouldn't have been too good. But now closing out the Infinite the IW year, I think you got like fourth at an event. That was like your highest placing that year.
Dude, I don't even know.
I
I
think
had
you
to go.
got
Let's
fourth.
go
I
back.
think you got fourth at an event. And that was your highest place. I think you had like MLG Anaheim.
Was it fourth? Oh, okay, I thought it was sixth. Maybe it was
I
fourth.
think it was fourth. But I don't know.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I don't know. But let's just go with fourth, just for
Yeah,
the
let's go
sake of
fourth.
it.
I'm down for that.
And then in World War II, it all started. You got the call up to FaZe Clan. I know you and Chris talk about like how you and Chris started like teaming up and playing together.
I mean, it was mainly just like S&D and Black Ops 3 because I think he was coaching at the time. I think he was coaching,
Yeah,
and
Black Ops 3
it
was
was
coaching.
yeah, and he was just playing like S&D tournaments, and we eventually just started teaming up for S&D tournaments and
Yeah,
started winning some tournaments. And he was always like saying like, "Yo, one day we're gonna team," and I was like, "Dude, shut up! Like, you already like went to coaching, like you're not gonna come back," type of thing.
yeah,
And then yeah, going into World War II, him and Tommy approached me and they're like, "Yo, we're thinking about picking you up." And I was like, "Bro, like, yes, I'm down. Like, what do you mean?"
yeah.
So it wasn't like anything crazy, but yeah, I mean, me definitely playing with Crowder helped for sure. Just like playing S&D and him kind of just um, knowing of me and knowing how good I was, like, definitely helped.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. Like I feel like it's not talked about enough how Crowder went from being a retired coach to coming back
Coming
and
back and
then
winning.
going to win an event because that's just never happened before. No one's
A-
ever came
And
back and
and he
won.
qualified for IW champs too.
Yeah, he played IW champs as well. So
Like,
like he made it to champs. We're like Tommy and I really like Chris, so we picked him up, and then Chris just kept saying you're nasty, and we're like, all right, like might as well, because like even like then it still wasn't like the popular thing like it is nowadays to pick up a new 18-year-old cracked out player. Like back then,
nah, yeah.
it was just the same players, would just the same players would team with the same players. They would break up and then go team again with the same players. Like it wasn't a thing to just pick up new faces. And I still
Yeah.
remember the copy pasta or the meme that got started when he joined
Who the fuck
FaZe.
is Priestahh? Why
Who
is he on FaZe?
who the fuck is Priestahh and why is he on FaZe? And yeah, that was
That was a
actually
good one.
really
That went on for
funny.
so long, actually.
Yeah, it did, and it probably didn't help that we were getting T32 in the 2Ks, we were just getting shit on online, and we were just like, oh my god, like this is the most stressful thing ever. I know I was stressed out. I'm
Oh yeah.
sure you were stressed out. Like, dude, what was going through your head when we were just getting T32 in the 2Ks? Are you just like, bro, like, are we just ass or like what's up?
Nah, I didn't even think we were like ass. I was like, cause I feel like we got kind of unlucky the first one, just cause we played a team that had the game early and they were like they were just grinding the game.
Yeah,
And then after that, then we just got thrown into like super hard brackets, and
yeah,
like obviously we should be able to beat everyone if we want to win, but it's like we were still getting kind of unlucky. So I wasn't like I wanted to just chalk the team up, but
yeah.
it did suck though.
It was definitely stressful. I feel like we also didn't have like a good like host for the team because like two of us were in the East
Nah,
Coast,
yeah.
two of us were in the West Coast, so it was like all right. But like if we weren't just all in one location or like three people in one location or something, so I feel like the hosting wasn't that good, and that's just kind of really what's important, especially in those 2Ks. But it's all good. We bounced back. We had to go to the open bracket
A
at
legendary run.
at Dallas, where we live now, which is kind of crazy. Um, that was the same event that had like the bomb threats, and then
Oh yeah,
it got the
I
first
forgot
Friday
about
got
that.
canceled. Like Friday was legit canceled. There was no matches that got played on Friday, and we had to make the open bracket run on Saturday. What do you remember from that like tournament and that open bracket run?
I just remember like there were some crazy like S&D matches. I don't know who it was, but we went to like a last map, like game 5, like super late with someone,
Yeah,
and like the map was just crazy.
I think we
I
played like 8 or 9 matches in one day because
Yeah, yeah,
we played all of our open bracket matches, and then the four, 3 or 4 like pool play matches all in one day. So like that was an insane day of Call
that
of
was
Duty.
probably the longest day of Call of Duty for like any team probably
Yeah, because no team. I think
like
yeah,
ever.
8, 9, maybe 10 matches. I don't even know. 'Cause that's probably like 6 rounds in open bracket, and then another 4 after that. So that was a
Yeah, no,
crazy day.
we played an insane amount of COD.
And that just brought the passion out right there. Like it's not easy to go through open bracket, played through all that, and then we ended up placing 4th. So like we got a ton of pro points, which is really good. That kind of like set us up to get into the league. But I'll never forget that run, and like that just showed the heart we had. We're like, yo, we ain't getting T32 again, and we just we went crazy and ran it all the way up. And then we had a couple of all right events after, a couple of like all right placings. And season 1 playoff happens, one of the craziest events in Call of Duty history. How do you remember season 1 playoffs, and like what are your thoughts on that team and that event and how it all went down?
Yeah, so season 1 playoffs, like we started off like super slow and like
Yeah, we got
it just like
3-0'd by or 3-1 by TK. I see Lamar in the chat.
was it 3-1?
3-1, 3-0 on the Friday. I remember
Yeah,
that.
we started off losing and we're like, fuck, like right there, like once you lose once, you're like, damn, like well, we're already in loser bracket, so it's like fuck, like this is gonna be a super hard event to win. And like the team vibes were kind of weird. It was like I don't know, is this a little weird? And then like we just went into the next like matches just like not caring, you know? Like I feel like
Yeah.
we just went in. We're like, bro, if we fucking lose, we lose, and we just started just flying around at people and just doing whatever we wanted to do, and we started winning.
Literally, that's how it felt. Like it was just like we don't care. We win, we lose, and we're just playing. And then the craziest thing is about that whole losers bracket run is that I think we played 6 total matches, and in or 6 or 7 total matches, and in 5 or 6 of those series, we went game 5 every single
Yeah.
time. And to win an event like that is just insane. And then we also the one match we didn't go game 5 was against TK when we met him in the losers bracket, and we sent Lamar and TK home 3-0. Peace out. We'll see you next time.
Oh
And
shit.
yeah,
Lamar's not gonna like that one.
but I feel like people forget about that run to get through the losers bracket because the finals was
The
just so
finals is
crazy.
crazy.
The
Yeah, no,
finals
100%.
was mind blowing.
That whole event was actually nuts for us.
And wait, and in the losers finals, we literally reverse swept LG to make it to the finals too. Like I forgot about that for a little bit as well. I'm like, wait, we just reverse swept the team to make it to the grand finals. Now we got to win 2 best of 5s. And
Yep.
dude, I'll never forget the London Docks when we were down 1-5. Chris is on the middle of the map. He jumps off from the mid steps, breaks his ankles
Oh, with this
by B
pistol?
Dom in a 1v3. And I was like, yo, this is like, what's Chris doing? He's just going row. He's jumping off the map, and then he ended up clutching it 1v3, and it was 2-5. And I was like,
Bro,
all right.
I've never seen anyone play clutch situations or like just S&D the way Chris was playing S&D in World War II.
Yeah.
This man would literally pull out his pistol and literally just start sprinting across the map, and I'm like, bro, there's no
It
way like you don't just get caught right
it
now.
looked like he
Like,
doesn't care, but it would like work.
no,
It looked
yeah,
like he
just, it would,
wanted to die, but it would work.
yeah, it would literally just work, and I'm like, okay, good shit, Chris. What the
And then he clutches the 1v3 and yawns. He's like, all right, good job, guys.
hell?
And then we somehow make the comeback, and that was just an insane event, insane series right there. I cannot believe we won that. So that was the second biggest event of the year. So it was definitely a good dub to get.
That was a great dub to get.
Great. It was a great dub to get. I think that was your first event win, right? Your
Yeah,
first
that was my
major.
first. Yeah, that was my first major win.
It's a pretty good first major event win. Pretty good first one. 50 racks to each player.
Yeah, we'll take that.
That's a big one. And then the World War II season was all right and got third at champs. Coulda what's it called? Definitely made it into finals, but some unfortunate stuff happened in that series. Lamar chokeslammed us, sent us home. Ah,
I would say
shit.
choke slammed. Like
No,
we
it was
should
super
have won.
close. It was
We
super
should have
close. We
won
should have
that shit
won.
3-0 low key.
Yeah,
But like,
we definitely should have. Pharaoh gunned me off the tower. RIP to him. He was a beast. Next round, you and Chris get 1v2 by Kenny. Like it was just unfortunate series of events. Wish we could have won
oh
that
yeah, when
3-0.
he was running around the fucking
Yeah.
haystack on me, dude. Oh my
I was just
god, bro.
I remember expecting you guys. I'm like, wait, I swear. I'm like, yo, I think I hear him or something. I was like, he has to because he like had to be in that area, but like, you guys were running around and just couldn't find him. It was crazy.
Timing was nuts.
Oh man, that one hurts. That one hurts. It's all good. We'll try and go for the
Nah.
we'll try and go for it again this year.
And then they didn't even win the event after they beat us. Lamar
Yeah,
let that
Lamar.
back.
We threw them the alley oop, and Lamar's getting choke slammed by Animal Assault off the top rope. Choke slam, choke slam, choke slam. Like, damn. Come on, Lamar. Just no ice in the finals. Like, why'd you even go there if you're gonna get choke slam? All right, yo, back to the podcast.
Oh,
We'll stop
yeah,
roasting him.
yeah, we're getting off. Yeah,
We're getting off
track here.
topic. And now moving on from the World War II season, we had a solid year. I think we were actually statistically the best SND team in that game. We just had the highest win percentage in there, so that's pretty good. And then Black Ops 4 comes around. Definitely not the start we wanted, and we failed to qualify at the PLQ. And
Dang, we had a lot of bad starts, huh?
we had a lot of bad starts. So hopefully we start this year off better.
Yeah.
Hopefully we start this year off better. And then what's it called? PLQ happens. We don't qualify. How does that happen when you get on 100T with Chris? Like, how did that all go down?
Well, that was when like so they had Pharaoh on their team at the time, and they were like kind of struggling, and I forget who approached me. It was Austin. Austin approached me, and he was like, "Yo, we're thinking about picking you up." And I was like, I mean, I'm not in the pro league anymore, so like I kind of have to
Yeah,
like,
you're like, please.
yeah. I'm like, someone pick me up. I'm down, and I mean, yeah. So
Yeah.
I just joined off of that pretty much.
And then what did you feel like? Obviously, you weren't on 100T before, but what did you feel like you and Chris brought to the team to make them a championship team? Because before they were getting like top 12, they almost didn't qualify. I'm pretty sure if they lost to like Gen G or something, they wouldn't have qualified, but maybe like a 5-0 comeback or just something absurd to like have a chance of still qualifying. So 100T wasn't even good at the time either in the beginning of Black Ops 4. And then you and Chris joined and you guys become the best team and win back to back and just find all this success. So like what did you and Chris bring that they were missing?
Well, from the outside looking in at their team before I joined was like they were kind of like clashing heads and they weren't really getting along.
Yeah.
And then when I came in for Pharaoh, was kind of like, I kind of went in with like an open mind, like, hey, like even if they're gonna get mad or whatever, I'm just kind of like gonna take it in. I'll obviously give my input on it, but not try to cause arguments type of thing.
Yeah.
And Chris obviously bounced off of me too. Like we would bounce off each other. Like if we had anything to say, we would kind of just say it in a way where we could get through to people. Um, and then like once we started playing, it was just like me and Chris would watch a lot of VODs. Like even on our own, like me and him would just go in and just literally watch hours of theater and just
Yeah.
like be on the same page with stuff, and then bring that back to them and be like, "Yo, we should do this, that, like blah blah blah." And then we obviously watched VODs on like as a
Yeah.
team, and it was just like we all started getting on the same page with stuff, and just we weren't. I guess they weren't probably as annoyed to play with the new environment,
Yeah.
so it probably helped them as well.
Yeah, it definitely helps when you're like, it feels like you're progressing and getting better as a team. Everyone just isn't as like
Annoyed to
ready
play
to,
and
yeah, so annoyed and ready to pop off or anything like that. But
yeah.
then we got to talk about it again. One of the craziest losers bracket runs in Call of Duty history, Black Ops 4 champs. First of all, how did you guys even get into losers bracket? And then explain to us like what was going through your head throughout a couple of those big series.
Um, yeah, I mean, so going into champs, actually, I felt like, dude, it's weird because not a lot of people know this, but I had actually like a lump like in my neck, and like it was like weird. I like just didn't feel good. I was like almost like I was getting sick, and I didn't know what it
Yeah.
was, and like I had like a headache. Hold on one second. I had like a headache, and like I just actually didn't feel good at all going into that event. I was like, fuck, well, this is like the worst event to not feel good. It's
Yeah.
champs. Like I want to feel nice. But yeah, so like I actually wasn't playing good, and we ended up losing. I forget who we lost to. I would have to go back and look at it.
Mm.
It might have been LG. I
Oh,
don't
I
know. I
think it
can't remember.
was. I think if I remember correctly, I think it was
Yeah, I think it might have been
LG.
LG.
Yeah, people are
And we
saying
lost to
LG.
them. Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, we lost to them, and then we just after that was like we were all super upset. Austin was definitely super upset. Like the vibes were just not there anymore. It was like,
Yeah.
bro, because like when you lose and you go in the losers bracket, it's like very hard to win.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, like we're like, but we're like at the end of the day, we're like, yo, I mean, we're not out of the tournament, so let's try to make a run. Let's not just give up, type of thing.
Yeah.
Um, and then we went into the phase match, and we did this insane reverse sweep comeback, and that just like sparked all of our energy. It just sparked like it just like gave us so much momentum that we definitely didn't have. Like our vibes were just so down. We're like it was like almost we were expecting just to lose, you know.
Yeah.
And then we just made that reverse sweep comeback, and we just started just flying. We just started just everything just started clicking again. We started going hard. We started having like better vibes, like everything.
Yeah. The infamous gridlock control, the step back to two, what was it, like a 2v7 or
Yeah,
something,
it was
and
like
you
a two
guys
v seven.
capped the
Yeah.
point. That was crazy. I was like so many times throughout the series, like it was just like, what the heck? Oops. Sorry. And so many times throughout the series, it was just like, they lost like this chalk. Because I think you guys were like one of the last games of the day or something on main stage. So everyone's like, all
Yep.
right, time to go. But then you guys won that map. In the fourth map, I think you guys went down by 100 points as well. And then you
Yeah, dude.
made that comeback. It's like, how was it? You guys are just making all these comebacks. Like everything was just clicking somehow when you would go down by a lot.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it's hard to explain. It's just like we won the control, and it was like, all right, like we got hyped afterwards. We're like, let's go! Like we actually started like screaming and like getting louder.
Yeah.
And then going in the hard point, like we started off slow, but like we ended up bringing it back. And at that point, it was like going into game 5. It was
You got
like,
to
yo,
win
like
that. Like, we
we're
want.
winning this now. We got so much like momentum now. Like we're winning this. And then
Yo, if FaZe still had the mental fortitude to win that game 5, that would have been insane. After choking a
yeah, that would have
control
been
like
nuts.
that, 100-point lead. I think Selim dropped like 50 kills or like 40 real kills or something.
Yeah,
Like
he
he was
did.
going, yeah, 50 or something in hard point. Like he was going
Yeah, it
off, and then they ended up losing
was
that. And
Hacienda
then
hard point, right? I'm
yeah,
pretty sure it's Hacienda
Hacienda.
hard point.
Hacienda, and that was one of the craziest series to watch for sure in Call of Duty history. Like
Hmm.
that series will always be talked about as one of like the craziest comebacks. And I swear at champs, some of the craziest stuff happens that will never happen in an open event or like an online tournament or anything like that. Like just the craziest stuff happens at champs. I don't know if it's the nerves or what, but
Oh yeah, even that one. What was it? World War II? Was it versus Envy?
yeah, versus Envy.
That series was crazy too, and
The,
I feel like that series is kind of being like forgotten, but like
yeah,
that series was actually nuts.
yeah, that series was crazy. I remember it was like it was every team that was supposed to win the map ended up choking. Like we choked first map, they choked second map. Everyone just kept choking. And then game 5, we're down 1-5 versus Envy at World War
Yep.
II champs. And we somehow make the 1-5 comeback to move on. We play United, we 3-0 them, and that's when we play up against TK. Almost win the series. And then who would have known what would happen after that? But the fact that like we just made that 1-5 comeback, like that's not happening anywhere else besides like a very big tournament environment.
I just
But
remember it being so hyped too. Like the crowd
yeah,
was going crazy,
we
dude.
were on
Like
like one of those side stations, but like the crowd was just still like packed and so many
yeah,
people were watching. I couldn't believe it. Like that was crazy. I was like,
nah, it
yo,
was
after we
hype.
made that comeback, I was like, yo, we gotta win this. But that was still definitely we liked coming back a lot. 1-5 comebacks multiple times throughout the year.
We're just
Like,
testing ourselves, you
yeah,
know.
we just wanted to put our back up against the wall and see what we could come back from. But that was crazy. So going back to the Black Ops 4 season, you guys got second at champs. Still a really good year. You guys won 2 tourneys, had a lot of good placings, and then got
Mhm.
second at champs. It's still amazing. Um, and then Call of Duty goes to franchising. How was your transition from 100T into franchising?
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, going into franchising, everyone kind of was like looking at their options and just seeing what was like best for them, like just anything in general, like with their contract or just who they want to team with, type of thing. Um, and then me and Crowder got together and we're kind of like, yo, what do you want to do? And I was like looking at the players because like people were moving quick, teams were moving fast, and I was like, bro, like
Yeah,
a lot of people are already taken. Um, at first, I was like maybe thinking about me and Sam sticking together, but he already had plans. And then there was just like so many things that just like we weren't able to do. And then I was like looking at it, and I was like, he was like, who's the number one player out of this? Like, I think he had like a list for me. He's like, who's the number one player out of this list that you would want to play with? And I was like, bro, honestly, like, I don't know if it seems weird to you guys, but I think Major Maniac. Like I want to play with Mike the most out of anyone on this, just because I've teamed with him and be like not teamed with him, but I played with him in BO4 or
yeah,
BO3, and I knew how like he was as a person, and he just like works hard and stuff. And I was like, that's someone I want to team with.
yeah,
And then we picked up, then we went to Celium because he was available, and we're like, all right, so we got me, Mike, and Celium. Like, what are we gonna do? And we didn't really know. Like, we were trying to get Alec at some point. We had like a few other options that just
yeah,
that just weren't gonna work. And then out of nowhere, like Chris came up to me and he was like, "Yo, I think we might have a BZ and Simp." And I was like, all right, well, that's the fucking squad if we could get
yeah,
that. Like, let's 100% do that. And we made it work. And that's kind of like how the team just like came together.
yeah. And you guys had a really good season in MW. How many events did you win, and like, what was some of your best places? Because I think you guys were made to a ton of finals.
Yeah, I think we won 2 events. I think we won 2 of them, and we got to like 3 other finals or like
Hmm.
4 other finals. We choked a lot of finals, honestly. I think we made it to 4. So
Yeah.
we made it to 6 finals total, and we won 2 of them, which isn't
Okay.
bad, but obviously you don't want to get second, so it
Yeah,
sucks.
you
But
want to try and win as many as
yeah,
possible.
but like was consistent, you know.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely
So
good to have that consistent feeling, but you just want to make sure you're winning as much as possible when given the
yeah.
opportunity. But
But
still,
the good
those
thing
are
is
really good placings.
we won a couple events and we didn't just get second in all of them. So
Yeah. And then when champs came around, how did that all feel with champs? When playing champs from home, we're not at a big event with there's still a lot of money on the line, but not a lot of people in person watching while you're on main stage. Like, what was the feeling for you playing at COD champs?
I mean it was weird. I mean it's obviously weird. I think it's probably weird for everyone playing it
Yeah.
online. I mean I literally was playing in pajamas, dude. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you don't go to champs at actual LAN event playing pajamas. Like I was like, bro, like if I'm gonna be home, I'm gonna be as comfortable as I possibly can be. I was like, I'm putting pajamas on. So like I was just super comfortable. Like I was just chilling. Like I actually went into RJ's room because I forget something was wrong with my setup.
Yeah.
So I was in RJ's room and like his room was super dark. Like there was no light that got through. So I was literally just like just I was just relaxing.
In the
But
darkness, just grinding.
yeah, but like it's so much different playing like that compared to an event. Like you got
Yeah.
lights, you got people. Like I'm just chilling in a dark room in pajamas, like playing Call of Duty champs. Like what?
Yeah. Playing for like
Playing
1.2 or
for yeah,
1.3 million dollars, just chilling in
yeah.
your PJs. And then after that, you're just taking the dog for a walk. That's it.
Yeah,
But
no, it
not.
was crazy though, because after one of our matches, I forget which match it was, we ended up winning. I think it was like a last map. We ended up winning, and right after we won, our fire alarm started going off. It was the craziest timing. Literally, not even like 2 minutes after. Like we just won, and the guy came in. He was like, "Yo, Priestahh for interviews," and I was about to go hop in there, and the fire alarm started going off, and I was like, "Yo, fire alarm's going off. I gotta go. Like I can't do it."
Wait, was there actually like a fire? Or was it like a false alarm?
No, it was just a false alarm. For
Oh,
some reason,
okay.
yeah, at that apartment, people just love pulling the fire alarm or something.
Oh
I don't know.
god. Yeah. Well, luckily we haven't had too many issues with that at our new apartment, so it's
Yeah.
been pretty good. Um, Bayesian brother. RJ is the coach for FaZe. RJ the Sloth Bear, something like that. You'll know Carbon, RJ 34, something like that. You'll know RJ. But yeah, he was like the coach alongside Chris Crowder. Replays James. Guys, 8 different names.
RJ's
Um,
underrated, bro.
is
RJ is
he?
like, I mean, the thing is with like RJ is like he doesn't put himself out there on like Twitter or like social
Yeah,
media,
he's
so a lot of
very,
people don't.
very quiet. Take on
Yeah, a lot of
that.
people don't know what he actually does, and
Yeah.
he was a big help.
No, yeah, definitely. Even on our World War II team, because I know when like champs was coming around, we took it like super serious. Like we upped the grind a lot to like watching VODs, recording scrims, watching the back, seeing what we could do better, and that definitely helped us become one of the best teams in the game going into that last event. And I feel like if we had more events World War II, it would have been great. But I just remember going dumb hard in World War II and just seeing how much the team progressed. Four champs, and RJ and Chris were definitely huge on that to like making sure we're playing the game right, making sure we're being efficient, and get just constantly getting better at hardpoint because I feel like that's kind of where we struggled. Like we weren't consistent at hardpoint. We win it sometimes, we lose it sometimes, but then we started winning like majorities. So
Yeah.
he was definitely a huge help for that. But going back to MW, what was your favorite and least favorite thing of MW?
Um,
It could be anything.
the least favorite game thing of MW is probably just the doors.
You didn't like
Like,
busting down
bro,
doors?
why we got like 10 doors on each map? You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't like the doors and probably the tax sprint. Honestly, I wasn't a big fan of the tax sprint for competitive just
Okay.
because like I didn't like the fact that you had to slide cancel just to get your tax sprint back. Like if it was like an extreme conditioning, like where you just always could tax sprint, like as soon as you sprint, then that would be way better.
Yeah.
But like, bro, like that game did some stuff to my hands, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I probably clicked like so many buttons that year, dude. Like
Yeah.
it's just button smashing, and that wasn't like a game. Like I mean, I didn't mind the game just because we were good at it, but
Yeah.
it just wasn't my type of game, you know.
And what was your favorite thing about it? Could be
Favorite
anything.
thing, Warzone.
Yeah. You were
Well,
definitely a Warzone grinder
yeah,
for
Warzone
sure.
was lit. Warzone was so like, bro, when the M4 meta was a thing in the Warzone, bro, it was
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Even the
Did you
Graw,
set a
like,
couple world records, right?
yeah, yeah.
What were
I
they?
think we might still have the quads record.
Quads?
Like, yeah, I think it's
What was
100,
it at?
138 kills.
Oh. Yeah. And then did you have another one for a little bit?
Yeah, I had the duos and the trios, but they got broken pretty quickly.
Yeah. That's one. So
I
were
never got
you
the solos though.
you still gotta get the solos, bro. So were you using the Net Duma and some wall hacks in Warzone?
I mean, like,
A little
yeah,
bit, just a little bit, bro.
just a little bit.
It's so funny to like see like the Warzone community now. Now like all big streamers, big players, good players is they all get like accused of like cheating now. It's kind of
Nah, yeah.
crazy, and then you just never know who's legit because that game is just infested with hackers.
No, yeah, that was like never a thing when I played. Like that was like that's all new. Like
Yeah,
obviously there was cheaters and stuff, but like
it
the whole
wasn't
like
as frequent. I
router, like
felt
whatever,
like.
like yeah, no, it wasn't.
I feel like now in Warzone, like you're guaranteed to get hackers in your games for a couple times a day. Back then, like
Wait,
it wasn't too common that you'd get
I saw
hackers.
someone tweet out yesterday. I think it was like Maven or someone that they were doing a good job like taking the hackers out. So I think they're
That's
actually like
good.
doing something now.
That's good because I do feel like Warzone is like one of the best things happening to the Call of Duty community because there's never been a time where Call of Duty on Twitch has been popping off like this and people just have like thousands and thousands of views. So hopefully they take care of Warzone. Hopefully they can
Hmm.
just fix all the issues that they're having with it because Warzone is just great for the community and a lot of people love watching and playing it. So hopefully there's some kind of anti cheat or something. They keep banning these accounts or figuring out how to take down the cheats. There's a lot of potential, and it would suck to see Warzone just like not be a thing anymore. Because who knows? Maybe it could be a thing for a while, and you go be a Warzone pro one day, and you just go fry everyone over there. You never know.
Yeah, because I mean, dude, a bunch of huge streamers still playing. Like Nick Mercs, Tim the Time, and all of them are
Yeah,
still playing it even through all the cheating. Like there's huge tournaments that are happening. Like bro, people can make a living off of Warzone, and
yeah,
they got rid of the hackers now. That'd be insane.
yeah. That would be godlike. I think it'd be so much fun. But going back to competitive COD and the whole transition in the offseason from Atlanta FaZe, you guys just got second in COD champs, and then how did you end up on a Minnesota Rocker?
Yeah. So I mean, after last year, we got second. And then we got the news that I was going to 4v4, so we obviously knew someone was going to have to go off the team.
Yeah.
We didn't know what was going on. Then I got the news that me and Mike were both gone for Alec, and I was like, all right, well, now I have to find what I'm going to do. And I kind of just like I took my time with it. I didn't wanna rush into, like, what I was doing. So I
Yeah,
kinda just I was looking at all my options, just seeing teams that wanted to pick me up, blah, 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 stuff like that. Just getting offers from teams, seeing what they were gonna offer me, how like what they wanted to do with me, like just like the whole plans, like just talking to
yeah,
orgs and stuff. And I mean, for the most part, I wanted to stay with Mike, but
yeah.
I actually didn't know if I was gonna stay with Mike like throughout it all. That was like the number one thing I wanted to do, so it ended up working out for me. Um, because then Minnesota came up with the idea of you two, and I was like, all right, well, me and Mike, I want to team with Mike, and we could just put us two together with you guys, and then that's kind of just how it happened. And um, it was mainly I just wanted to look for a team that was gonna work hard, was gonna be a good group of guys to be around, and just win. I wanted a
Yeah.
team that was gonna be able to win. So
Of course, that's most important. Just making sure you have people that can work together, make progress, and then of course just watching those VODs, working hard, because that's all it really comes down to in Call of Duty. It's just like effort. Because I feel like a lot of people say with like age, some players get like worse or anything, but I feel like it's just the effort that goes down a little bit because they might just be focused on other things, maybe in real life. But I feel like with Call of Duty, since a new game drops every single year, you just gotta relearn it to the best of your ability and put all that time in just to become the best player and best team you could be. And that's one of the crazy things about Call of Duty, how it's an esport and it's a new game every single year. So you have to always get the new game and relearn it.
that is wild to think of. Like we had to relearn a new game. It's not like a new game because it's COD, but
Yeah.
like there's always something like new mechanic or something new you
Yeah.
have to learn. So it's actually crazy to think about.
Sometimes it's good to jump shot. Sometimes it's not good to jump shot. Sometimes the drop shot's elite.
Sometimes you got
Sometimes you got to
jetpacks, sometimes you
slide
got dolphin
cancel.
dives.
You got to wall run. Like you got to swim. I don't even know what's going to happen next year in Call of Duty. What would you rather have though? AW2 or World War III?
AW2 by far.
AW2,
I
you
w-
need some
I
jetpacks?
want I want some packs back, man. Like I want to be flying. I want to be slide canceling, bro. Yeah, I want to be flying, wall running, whatever. Like I'm down
Yeah.
for all of that.
They need to bring the dash back. The dash movement from AW was so elite. Like you could just finesse people so hard and just ankle break. Oh my god, the dash.
I'm down,
They
bro,
need to
for
bring the dash
AW2, man.
back. The dash, but don't bring wall runs. Wall runs were whack because
Yeah,
you
that's
can
true.
run on every level. You can run on the highest part, the middle part, the lowest part. Like you just need to be able to dash around a little bit, hit some juke, some shimmies. Like that would be godlike.
You
But
don't want like AW2 mixed with like a Black Ops 3, like like a dash
dude,
wall run.
a dash
You just
wall run.
stick to the you just stick to the wall.
Everyone's hands might be broken after that if you're wall running, jetpack, and dashing. Because even when I was 18, I was like, yo, my hands are kind of sore after playing for 12 hours a day, and that was when I was 18. So we'd have
Yeah.
to make sure we're icing our hands every night after that. But yeah, it would be crazy to see what happens, and I don't know. I'm trying to get the intel, but they're probably keeping it low key from the players because they know that the Cobburn will find out within a couple of days or weeks after some of the players know.
But you're attached, man. They gotta tell you, bro.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, yeah,
I've
yeah.
been I'm on thin ice right now. I'm on thin ice after a couple things earlier this year. But how are you liking Cold War so far?
Yeah. Dude, I was saying the other day to you guys, I was like, bro, like this is like the first game since like IW that I just like want to play H and that I just want to grind. Like the
Yeah,
game's just fun to me. Like I haven't felt like that in the past couple years, and it's just so helpful because like when you're having fun, then you're just gonna learn so much, and you're just
yeah.
gonna get way better. Um, so I mean, I'm enjoying the game so far. I think like a few spawns could be tweaked, but like overall, like it's fun. S&D is a little weird too, but
Mhm.
it's not like to the point where I'm like, yo, I hate playing this game. Like I'm still
Yeah.
enjoying it.
Now, I do feel like respawn, especially hardpoint, plays really well. Like, of course, there is some messed up spawns, but overall, the system is good. I enjoy it a lot more than squad spawns. Some
Yeah.
people might like squad spawns a little bit, but nah, yeah, the eights are really fun to play. I wish you don't think people enjoy squad spawns, bro?
I mean, I don't know who's enjoying squad spawns.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It would take a person that's built very different. But I do feel like I wish SND we can play like competitive SND the way it is now in some online tournaments because I do feel like the one way smokes are pretty whack. What do you think about like the one way smokes and all that?
I mean, yeah, it's just not competitive just because you're throwing a smoke and they can't even see you like, bro, there's two smokes. Like, what was it on yeah, Moscow A bomb site where you just everyone just throwing smokes in
Yeah,
the eskies or like outer eskies and like, bro, like there's 8 people just running at each other through a smoke, dude. It's like it's not competitive. So
yeah.
I mean, I don't like it.
Yeah, hopefully they can like fix something with the smoke to make it that we can so we can use it in competitive, because I don't mind using smokes, but the way they are now, like it shouldn't be the play to throw a smoke, go stand in the middle of it, and then you just do 360s and you're a personal radar. So that's not it. But oh, someone asked, how are we feeling about them moving P4 on Crossroads to ice?
Is that
What's your
actually
take on
happening?
that?
I did see
Yeah,
like a picture of it.
Maddox tweeted
Oh,
that,
really?
and he's a developer, so
I
yeah,
mean, yeah, I mean something needed to happen because like, bro, that hill is so hard to break. Like, if you have the back spawns, like you're chilling.
yeah.
Like, it would happen sometimes where you get broken, but like if you just played it right, like you're getting a full 60.
Yeah, unless the other team like has streaks, but I feel like moving it to Lake, I feel like it'll be better for sure. I don't know how it will play out, but there's no way it gets worse than what it was before, from when it was behind the rock to now it's behind the boxes on P4 side. So putting it to the Lake, I think it will make it better. So it should be better, but who knows? We have to wait to play it, and then we'll see. Last question from me: what is your biggest goal or something you want to accomplish before you're said and done and competing in Call of Duty?
Just win champs. That's the last thing I haven't done. I mean, I've won events. I've made a name for myself, and now I just want to win champs. Like that's the only thing I haven't done, and I've been so goddamn close
Yeah, you've
the
probably
last
been the
3 years.
closest out of anyone. 2 seconds and 1/3 placing at champs.
Dude, third, second, bro. I thought it was meant to be. I thought it was gonna be 3, 2, 1, man, but it wasn't. I got shut down. So yeah, I just gotta. That's the last thing I want to do. I definitely want to win champs before anything
Yeah,
happens.
for sure. And then that's like I said, that was it for me. But I think it's time for the chat to ask questions. So we have Preston. We have Preston here. He has his private jet. Is going to take off. He's going to go to the Super Bowl in a little bit. I need these questions now in the chat. Let's not let him waste any more time and have him sit around, because he's a busy man. So thank you for joining us on Stay Attached. It was fun. We had some good memories, a lot of good talks. But what's it called? Chat, it's your time now. Ask P Dog whatever you want. He can answer as many as he wants, but we'll limit it if you guys are getting a little too rowdy in there. But yeah, let him know.
Why don't I wear my glasses anymore? I do wear my glasses. I just don't wear them while I play. Like I wear them to watch TV and like to drive and stuff like that. I just don't wear them while I play because I don't really need it for close range.
Close range. But
Yeah,
like
close range.
medium, long range, you need those. See down
Yeah,
the
like I need.
sights.
Yeah, like I need a long, like a long barrel for those. You know.
You need a long barrel on your glasses.
Yeah. Wait, do you want me to like read the questions out or
No,
like
whatever
are you
questions you feel like you're vibing with. It doesn't have to be anything.
all right?
You can read it out. You can read it out if you want, and then just answer it. But whatever question you're feeling, you go. This is all you. I'm hands off. You're taking control now.
I bet. Dude, I miss my son MC a little bit. He probably misses me too. You know, MC won't admit it, but he misses me. I know it.
Yeah, he definitely does. He definitely does. You're his father, so he definitely misses you.
A rocker podcast. That would be fun, honestly. The whole squad just in one place doing a podcast. I'd be down for it.
Yeah,
When will it happen? Who knows?
yeah, I don't know. That would be a good time though. Just talk about random stuff, anything and everything. It'll be a good time. Our team is pretty vibey like that, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, the main reason I started using a sub. Well, the meta's 2 subs and 2 ARs in this game, so I mean that's just kind of the role that I'm getting thrown into. Obviously, I like playing a flex, but like, bro, I'm still using a sub as a flex. I'm using a sub and a 10 AR, so it's like
Yeah,
it's still the same thing. Like I don't mind it, and I like the 74U. I actually like it.
yeah. The 74U, I really like that gun a lot too. That gun's really fun to use. The XM4 though, whew,
The
the
XM4 does go
XM4
crazy.
that goes crazy. Yo, Treyarch, nerf it. All right. Wait, what?
Every gun is crazy though. Even the Krig, dude. Like every gun is actually nuts. Like if you position yourself right.
Yeah,
How are you feeling about 100T first game? I mean, it's gonna be a good game, bro. We're getting thrown right in the mix. 100T in Dallas, right?
yeah.
So
We
like
have a
we're.
really strong, best teams in our group to start. So
I think that's better. That we're. I honestly would rather play the best teams than
yeah,
play like the lower teams and like work our way up because like we're gonna learn so much more from these games.
100%.
So
Definitely, because they're gonna be bringing. Like, of course, everyone's gonna bring the A game, but I mean, it seems like that 100T and Dallas have been like levels above like teams right now. So it's gonna be good, and especially versus Dallas too. They're defending champions. They've been playing really well, so
yep,
that's gonna be an exciting match. I can't wait to get in there.
100%. My dad asked what's my favorite food. Enchiladas
And
and
you never go
tacos.
wrong. Hey, we got Papa Priestahh here. Let's go. what's it called? Everyone's asking who are your top 3 teams right now?
Ooh, top 3 teams.
Yeah.
Uh, probably like FaZe, Optic, Dallas.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably say the same thing. Favorite map in Cold War?
Favorite map? Uh, Yikes, dude. Um, Probably like Moscow, Moscow
Moscow.
Hardpoint. Actually, I don't know.
Really? I think
I
Moscow's
kind
kind of boring.
I kind of like Checkmate, bro. Am I weird for
Yo,
that?
checkmate. Yo, checkmate. I mean,
I kind of
nothing.
like
Yeah,
Checkmate.
checkmate.
Yeah.
We're kind of vibing with checkmate. But
Should become
yeah,
a pilot, man. Like,
yeah, we're just taking over. We're taking over the plane. That's our plane right there.
I mean, Raid's good too. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
Raid's
like Raid too. I like Raid 2 for our point. Actually, I'm starting to like it from Control a lot too. Garrison, I like Garrison a lot too.
I'm just saying for competitive COD, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like a competitive aspect, like the spawns, how it plays out.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I like it.
man,
I like it in
Chad didn't like the Moscow answer, dude.
yeah, because like Moscow is just like in one of those
It is
boring
kind
maps.
of it is kind of
It's
boring,
fun
but
getting mixy in Garrison. Like you're just diving underground, hopping up, sliding around the mid tank, jumping top bridge, hopping top green, going crazy. Like Garrison's actually really fun. I like Garrison. I think Garrison might be my favorite. No lie. Ray control, yo, Ray control is fire. I like that. I like the Express S and D. Yay or nay? Would you want Express to be in the competitive rotation?
I mean, I'd have to play it. Like, I didn't really like play it much back then, you know. So
Oh
like,
yeah,
I
that
can't.
is true. You didn't really play BO2.
Yeah, I didn't really play it much,
Yeah.
but
Ooh. Favorite competitive Call of Duty that you've played? What is it? What is it?
uh, probably I would say BO3 and BO4. I don't know what I like better. I really enjoyed those games.
Okay.
I would say like um I mean AW probably would have been at the top of my list, but I only went to one event, so I can't
Yeah.
really say that. But yeah, I don't know, either BO3 or BO4.
Do you still skate?
No. I wish I could skate, but I'm just putting my career on the line if I do that. So it's
Yeah.
like
We'll wait till after. Then you'll get back into it. So after you win a couple rings, a bunch more tournaments, then
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
retire.
100%.
Then you can start skateboarding again, and then we'll get into it. Hey, shout out Romans for gifting Papa Priestahh S Bay a sub to the channel. Let's get
Hey,
it.
Roman's the
Appreciate you,
goat.
Romans. Let's go. Had it S Bay. Let's go, Romans. All right. Favorite gun of all time.
Bro, I don't really, like. I mean, for competitive, I don't really have a favorite gun. Actually tweeted this the other day. It was like the intervention, bro. Just because like
Intervention.
MW2 sniping was just so fun for me. Like
Yeah.
the funnest times I had in COD before like competitive was sniping in World War II or MW2, and like COD 4 when I first got in it, do like Michael Myers and doing all the like glitches with old school mode. Like
Yeah.
that was just so fun to me, bro. Like, and we had like the elevator glitch and everything, bro. Like it was those were the times where I just had the most fun outside competitive. So I always say like I don't know, MW2's intervention was super fun. For competitive, I don't know.
Ooh, yeah. What gun have you ever used for competitive? SOG, Maddox,
Mm.
PPSH, what else? What else? What else? The ASM1, Bow. Which would you say is your favorite?
What was the what was like the flex weapon in IW? What was that called again?
Oh, the K bar?
Yeah, the K
The
bar
K
might be up
bar.
there for me actually.
Yeah, you were what?
That
Yeah,
gun,
you were a demon in that game in IW. You were getting banned from eights, formal banned you from Pro eights.
yeah, man. I don't know. They didn't like me in there anymore.
You would join up and take over. They said, "Nah, we got to get this guy out of here."
Bro, I didn't even know I was on a win streak and like I forget. I think it was like Cap. He's like, yeah, you're on like a 20 win streak in here. So like, I was like, what?
You're like, all right, yeah, we had to get this guy out of here.
No, we just had a moment like breakout hardpoint because we'd always play breakout hardpoint last.
Hmm.
And I would, for some reason, like I was like, I had a moment where I was literally just frying every breakout hardpoint we'd play. We'd get the last
That was
map
your
and I would just
map.
fry. Yeah, I literally had a command exclamation point breakout in the chat. Like I had everything. It was like, I don't know. Yeah, K bar was fire though.
Yeah, that gun was fun. I actually liked the meta in that game because you had the ERAD was a sub,
The
K bar,
NV.
flex gun, and then the MV4 like the main AR
Those
weapon.
guns
So
were good, bro. I like those
yeah,
guns a lot.
yeah. I didn't feel like any of those guns were like OP either. Like they were just perfectly balanced. To be
Nah,
honest,
yeah.
I didn't think one would melt the other. It would just be good. Someone said, didn't MC get banned from eights? Did he get banned? I don't know if he got banned. Did he?
I'm not sure.
I remember everyone thought he was keyboarding because he would just snake so abnormally fast.
No, yeah. That clip of him snaking
Bro,
IW is hilarious,
the
dude.
first time I played a tournament and I played against his little squad and we were playing retaliation and I would like peek the hallway. I was like, oh, there's no one in the hallway. And I would just like start jumping, running on the wall and they just pop out of nowhere. And that's right when I learned about snaking. And they were just behind the head glitch in the hallway, snaking up and
Just going up
down.
and
Just,
down.
oh my God, I remember that. I was like, what?
Snaking was, bro. Remember how bad snaking was? You literally couldn't even see him in that game.
Yeah.
There was a
Yeah.
what event was it where everyone was just getting in a setup and just snaking everything?
I think it was. I know. Season one of IW playoffs. It was a event that was snaking a lot because Splice was a team that like we didn't want to not snake, so everyone would ask them, "Yo, no
They were
snaking,"
just
and they
doing
would just
it.
say they was like, "Nah, we're snaking," and
Yeah, dude.
then they ended up winning the event, and that was crazy. But you could do it too. Phase of yeah, the snaking. It's been happening for years and years, guys. This is not new for MC.
So why
He's
we just need jetpacks back
yep.
and no laying down. Just take the laying down out.
Yeah, it's because
Put the
it's
dolphin dive.
the movement that messes it up is the transition from laying down and then you run into sprint. That's what causes the snaking. So if they like can mess with one of those movements, then they can stop the snaking. But until then, you're gonna catch me on the heady, snaking and slide canceling, and that's about it.
Wasn't
But
MW3 snaking like really bad too?
MW3,
I didn't really
yeah,
I
I
didn't
think
really like
MW,
do it much
yeah,
when I played, but
MW3 definitely has some crazy snaking. MW3, IW, this game you can actually snake a lot.
you got the
Like
snake slide.
crazy. Yeah, you can snake slide, slide cancel, do all that. Like, there's a lot of movements in this game that you can mess up and abuse. So we're definitely gonna have to do those just when the time's right. But honestly, I think it's gonna do it for this episode of the Stay Attached podcast. Preston, thank you for joining us. Have
Yes,
fun on your
sir.
private jet and at the Super Bowl tonight.
I will.
It's
I will.
hopefully it's safe travels and all that stuff. But everyone, make sure you gas Preston up right now. Say some great things about him and make him feel good while I look for someone else to go host on Twitch. But thank you guys all for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. And I don't know when the next episode is gonna be, but it's gonna be sometime within this year. So episode 9 someday.